Alright, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I do have a little bit of time to stream for you guys. So, Utah or Tenanto? That's the question. Utah or Tenanto? Alright. Looks like people have spoken. Tenanto it is. And no, this is not the new menu music. This is me playing music in the background. Uh, what? Multi-page. Wrong damn dino. Okay, is it still that low for you guys? What the? This... Okay, I think I'm gonna have to suicide this Utah. Okay, how's the balance now? Does it sound alright? No, this is not open to everyone. This is just content creators for the next couple of days. 2 days, if I recall? How about now? Still too loud? How about now? Oh, never mind. Something like this? Come on, brown already. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I guess the ragdoll did not like me drowning. There we go. Uh-oh. Heard of Tonanto? I think I'm gonna die. How's this for adorable? Go to Simo? I, I don't even know where he is. I didn't even know he was in. Or in here. How am I supposed to find him? That was grazing. Eating some grass. This is a little too quiet. How's that with the music? Is the balance better now? Seriously? The music is still loud? On my end, I can barely hear the music at all. That's weird. How's it gotten any better now? How does Evrima feel? Like potential. Oh, rubber banding. How am I playing Evrima? I'm guessing you're not in the official Discord and haven't been spammed to death about the content creators getting early access to it? Gonna come out on the 18th, as far as I can remember, for the rest of you guys. So right now, it's me and all the other YouTubers and streamers and everybody else who makes stuff and has a purple name in the Discord. Calling out donations? What do you mean? What dost thou mean? we go. It affects the friendly call at least. How does the alter and inflammation feel? Natural compared to the current build. Just feels like the way it should. Somehow. Kind of hard to explain. So, is this dude not gonna go anywhere? Oh? I'm gonna go explore. Bye. Hey, Mudkip. What's up, my dude? Um. Okay. I was at work when Amarok started streaming, so I haven't seen it yet. I have no idea. Oh, oh shit. Those Utahs are a tad bigger than I want to mess with. This one, there's two of them. jump? Yes, it can. Barely. Not exactly tall, but once you get to adult, it gets a little speedier and you can cover quite some ground. IK is messing up my drinking animation. Hey, crazy biologist. Smell other Tenantos? Well, I can smell his footprints. Until he rolled around in the mud, that is. See? No footprints. Remember that, kiddos. You want to not be tracked, roll in the mud. I don't know. Lazendo stop motions. Blazinato stop motions? Sorry. I don't know. I hope so, and I think they're going to expand on it, but as far as the initial release, everything is going to be as bare bones and basic as it can possibly be. Meaning that anything non-essential to the gameplay of the Utah and Tenanto will be implemented at all. Nothing isn't strictly necessary. Not even dating. Like, they're gonna release everything in bits and pieces, and they're gonna do so pretty rapidly as far as I understood. But for the initial release, the very first one, it'll be very, very, very basic. And sorry for my voice. No, Mithrillin, Evrima is not out yet. Content creators were given access 2 days, or a day and a half or something ahead of you guys. Who's gonna make Ravenous videos of Ravenous? Well, my guess would be Ravenous. Probably. I don't know. Maybe? We'll see. No, Recode is not here. 2 more days, unless you're a content creator. I don't like being out in the open, but I want to get up to that rock. Hail physics? What do you mean? You can go and do stuff like... Okay, never mind. Apparently I can click through that tree. How about the ones over here? Okay, this is as high as my mic can possibly go. I don't know if it's any better at all. Oh, there's collision avoidance, but yeah, they did say that they had some issues. I don't know. We'll see. Make it throw up? Why? Look like a big meme thing that a huge projectile vomit or something like that. It's just a done. Like a real animal. Just want to get to the top of this thing and find a big rock. Big pile of rocks. Okay. I have to go around. Can I nest yet? No. I'm still barely a juvenile. No. I hardly think I'd be able to plop down a nest right now. Well, let's just put it this way. One of the two pictures from QA testing that Paradigm posted in the official Discord months ago was QA breaking nests. I don't know what that tells you. I'm fairly certain that nesting is in. Well, my Tenanto started growth here. It's grown like this since I started. Nope, there's no night cycle, not yet. It's probably in pretty damn soon after the release, but it's one more thing that could complicate and cause issues in other things, so leaving it out instead of piling every possible issue and problem and potential for bugs. Leaving all of that stuff out is a wise decision in my opinion. That way of implementing everything one at a time, instead of piling everything on top of each other and then hoping for the best, means that if anything actually broke it, then you can fix it because you know it's broken and you know how. Everything is just layered on top of each other, and something in the middle of all those layers is broken. There's no way to figure out what is broken and how until you start pulling everything out again and the problem suddenly vanishes. Believing... No, there's no night vision. Nothing happens when I press M. No need for night vision when there's no night. Juvie Utahs? They'll do fine. They'll find dead Tenantos, they'll find other dead Utahs and stuff to scavenge from. If they gang up, I am pretty sure that, given a tiny bit of skill, a Juvie Utah can fuck over a Juvie Tenanto on its own. Able to access beaches? I think I started on a beach. How long I'm planning to stream? To be honest, I don't really have a plan. But I do have an hour and 20 minutes or so until I have to leave. Because work in the morning. Now, I don't know when the devs are taking their break, but I think they are going to take a week. About a week. UV Utah faster? I don't know. I think Jugi Utah is smaller, or freshly spawned Jugi Utah is smaller than freshly spawned Jugi Tenanto. That doesn't necessarily need to be faster because it's easier to hide. How often new features and dinosaurs will be added to the game? Gandhi has mentioned 24 hours, but given that stuff needs actual fixing on a broad platform like the public, I'm going to assume a little bit more than that, but shouldn't be too long between updates of new stuff. Is the game optimized? Yeah. I'm running through a dense, very, very dense jungle. It's still hovering around between 54 and 70 something. I tried to do this with my cinematic settings, this resolution and everything. In the current build, I'd probably get like 30 or 40 if I'm lucky. Others might even go lower. Can I break my leg? No. Leg break is apparently not in. Or at least it didn't seem like it is. I think that's something that's coming here. It's one more thing that can possibly cause issues and make complications and, well, be problematic in combination with other features, and that's what they're to avoid. Look at this. Look at this. It's a beach. And look at the awesome footprints. Simplistic, but it's so much better. So much better than the current game. Am I still playing music, by the way? I can't tell. First dinosaurs that the devs are planning to add? Well, Pteranodon and Deinosuchus have been worked on extensively, but more recently, Felipe has talked about Dryo. The very first update will be Utah and Tenanto, in the initial release. Utah and Tenanto, then probably Dryo and either Pteranodon or Deinosuchus. Drink salt water? Me no likey salt water. Nope. Nope. Oh, this is gonna take forever. You want Hipsy? Oh, so do I. Hipsy is going to be adorable. Pteranodon is not taking on a Dryo. Dryo is like 8 times the weight of a Pteranodon. No. Ah, as Dondi said, how far out speculation on AI development? Huh? You mean speculation on how long it'll be before we get AI? Because if that's what you mean, then it should be relatively soon. They need AI for a lot of the other dinosaurs to actually work. So I think Gandhi said that AI is one of the earlier things they want to implement. What the hell? Broncos. Yeah, that was a young Utah. Not hearing the game? What do you mean? Ate it? I'm hungry. I'm not entirely sure where it went. Yes, the Nato can jump. Show off combat? I suck with the Nato. I'm terrible with it. Recall as a teeny tiny little juvie Tananto. It's gonna be a little Not gonna be intimidating. What the hell's going on? But I'm confused. Where the hell is it? For Christ's sake, yes, Tananto can jump. It's just not very good at it when it's young. Is that the 8th time I had say that now? No, that was grazing. Eating grass. Well, that's amusing. Do I get Evrima because the devs love me? No, I get Evrima because my name happens to be purple in the official Discord. That me and every other content creator, streamer, YouTubers, everybody with a purple name. Am I blind or something? Weren't I QA? Yeah, back when it was legal to say that you were, and you were green in the Discord, yes I was. As of right now, no comment. Oh, do you think this thing is fast? Until you see the Utah. Oh, okay, puberty. Stress? Well, kinda. I'm on a time limit, and I've got work in the morning. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I am terrible with this thing. Yep, this is the first time I've actually used Tenanto been the Tenanto in a Tenanto versus YouTube update. I am boned. I'm out of stam. I am so dead. Oh, abandoned too. Perfect. Everything I want in a fight. You bastards! Every one of you. Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. Nope. Done with Tenanto. That is everything I am not a huge fan of. When it comes to the wave fights. Really? Ugh. Where can a guy short on time find a place to drown around here? No water? Nope. There's no such thing as water exploitation. What do I think of the pesky drama? To be honest, I think that any drama caused at all is pathetic. Instigated by either side, it's just pathetic. Find something else to fill your time. Do something productive. Be constructive. Jesus Christ, if you just want to cry about shit, go and do that on your own time. I will not get involved. And besides, all I know is the Pesky made an Anki not bad animal video. And that's it. I haven't even seen it because I hate Anki. I'm not a fan. I want it added to the game, but I do not like Anki as a dinosaur. Never struck me as anything other than boring. What drama? I don't know. I have no idea. Are we gonna start out as a baby when the game comes out? Well, put it this way. This plant next to an adult Tenanto would, I don't know, reach my knee or something? Look at this thing. It's tiny. It's a baby. Yes, you have, Comrade Jenkins. Yes, you have. And I will never surrender because I'm a stubborn old son of a bitch. I will never change my mind on that thing. Like I said, I still want it added to the game. I want to see it. I just don't want to play it. Why do I dislike Yankee? In my opinion, it's overrated. Everybody thinks it's like this invulnerable tank, and it's not. It's covered in the same stuff your fingernails are made out of. It's not armor. That's just my opinion. When will a day and night cycle be added? Whenever the devs feel like it. They haven't put out a roadmap for teeny tiny things like day-night cycle. I don't know. Where do I come from? Norway. Norway, Marku. Norway. It's got bone osteoderms, yeah, not bone plating. It's keratin plating. Seriously, Andy? They aren't? My ragdoll did kind of go a little nuts. I wasn't trying to exploit in any kind of way, because that's not intended to be possible. I merely wanted to play on their old habits of not fighting in water. I wanted to see if I could take one of them with me. What am I playing right now? I'm playing Ground the Tenanto. Stack right next to the door. Huh. That's weird. But Malika, that's the issue. Of course they can buff the Anki like they did with Spino, but they don't need Anki to be that kind of animal. It's just not needed. There are like 7 or 8 herbivore, in air quotes, apex dinos coming. And how many do the carnivores get? Well, Rex, Giga, Spino. That's it. Herbivores get Camarasaurus, Brachiosaurus, they get Trike, Stego. God damn it. Therizinosaurus, and some other stuff. And they're getting Anki. They don't need Anki to be an invulnerable tank, because that's not what an Anki actually was. What dino am I most excited for? Anything that swims, and Pteranodon, to be honest. Anything aquatic, semi-aquatic, or flyer. That's what I'm most excited for, because, okay, everybody else, I want to go and do my own thing. I don't care what you people do, I just want to go off and be on my own. This is a YouTuber thing, or content creator, so you can stream, you can, I don't know, paint, you can do podcasts, whatever. As long as you have a purple name in the official Discord, you have access to this right now. Anki was not an impenetrable tank. Anki was merely impractical carnivores to bother going after with a multitude of easier targets to go for. That doesn't make it invulnerable. not the same thing. I don't know, Ethan. I was thinking the exact the exact same thing. That took a long time. Oh, I want to find the same bush. Oh, same plant we found as a Tenanto. Tiny. Terra lighter than a Utah? Yeah, no shit. Utah is like, what is it, 8 times heavier than a Pteranodon? Pteranodon is built like a freaking kite. It's a toy. It's a paper plane. How old am I? I'm 33. Actually, 33 years old. Pteranodon was not 200 kilograms. Pteranodon was made between 35 and 90 at the most. No, skin customization is not in as of yet, at least. Said it's on there. It would be nice to have, but it's not mission critical list. Shit. I believe I'm going to be doomed. Seriously, dude? How do you know Anki wasn't an invulnerable tank? I didn't live millions of years ago? No, but we know what keratin is. It's the same shit your hair and fingernails are made from. It's not armor. It's a soft shell at the best. It's not armor. It doesn't make you invulnerable. It makes you chewy. Any possibility of dinosaurs that can glide? Well, yeah. They are making Pteranodon a thing, and Felipe has talked about tree climbing being a planned thing. And on top of that, well, even something as small as a compy is meant to be playable. So, yeah. Gliders are a definite possibility. Ankylosaurus osteoderms didn't cover their entire body either. What are you trying to say? Osteoderms is not the same thing as armor. Bone osteoderms covered in keratin and some keratin plates here and there. That is not armor. That's like calling professional hockey suit, all the padding and shit they wear, that's not armor. That's equivalent to something like the Anki would have had compared to the forces other dinosaurs are able to inflict on it, though. It's like wearing a set of hockey padding or something like that. It's not armor. Just because it seems hard to a puny, squishy little human doesn't mean that an animal would see that as much of a challenge. And I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna pretend I don't see any more Anki bullshit because it just gets me fired up and annoyed. Yeah, Alpha Wiki gets it. Why are we using this stream for the Yankee debate? That won't go anywhere. Agreed. It won't. People will never agree. Welcome to the internet indeed. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to an animal's armoring. Okay. Does National Geographic in relation with the Smithsonian have any idea when it comes to the armoring of an animal? Look it up. Experiments have been done. Jesus, it's not that hard. Look it up. Now I realize that I did exactly what I said I wasn't. Okay, ignoring Yankee bullshit, starting now. How's my day? Hot as hell. 29 degrees Celsius in the shade at the hottest, and that is, well, at least 6 or 7 degrees hotter than Norway usually is at this time of year, so it was a pretty tough day to get through when you have a very physical kind of job, like carrying heavy shit around. Other than that, it was good. It was really pretty good other than that. I feel like I'm gonna get to where my Tenanto was killed pretty shortly. Weekly or daily updates when Evrima is released. Nobody really knows for sure. Several devs are giving slightly conflicting info. The most recent I've heard or seen, mind you, I've been busy with everything other than stalking Discord lately. Uh-oh. Last thing I heard was Donden's stream. He said that we could expect something every 12 to 24 hours. But I don't think those are new dinosaurs or anything like that. That might be minor, almost insignificant things. Hvor I Norge jeg bor? Jeg bor rett utenfor Gjerdrum I det som en gang var Akershus. Hvis det sier jeg noe. I'm sorry for trailing off in Norwegian there for a second. just know it. There's no AI yet. These are other players. Utah growth time? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Something similar-ish. How I'm enjoying Evrima? Well, this is beyond exciting to me. Feels like the game is finally gonna live up to its potential. Instead of the devs just trying frantically to put out the worst fires like before. How's my day been so far? Well, it started out pretty decent because it hadn't had time to get too hot yet. But given the temperature, I felt like I was gonna die. I put my graphics on cinematic. Everything on cinematic. Running it at 244 by... No, wait. 2440 by... No. 2560 by 1440 resolution. Ooh, EM4. Very good. What the? Why am I under the water? Oh, yeah. How close is the update to coming out? 95% or unspecified? No idea, man. All I know is that they said they're releasing it in 2 days. To the general public, not just content creators. Ja, han är norsk. Ja. Ja. What's your point? Rik? That's the best one so far. Rich. I am so rich, I have basically been living on the verge of getting thrown the fuck out for like half a year. Rich indeed. Sorry, boys. This is one broke-ass Norwegian dude. No. I need to find a way up, though. I need to find a way up. Ah! Also getting kinda late. Come on. Any news on the Deinonychus? Well, I think the hottest news on the Deinonychus is from like 2016. No, not really. I think they had a model for it made at some point, but they never implemented it or made any code for it or any commitment of any kind to it, as far as I can remember. indeed be interesting to play, yeah. Offer something brand new, completely different lifestyle from anything else in the entire game. Can't wait to just be lounging and splashing around in the water, making people afraid of me potentially being there and in reality being miles away. How well with this run? What? How well will this run on PCs? Well, I built my PC back in the summer of 2017, and I'm standing still here. It's hovering around 60, 70 FPS. Everything on cinematic. 50, 60, and the edge of the jungle running through it. As far as I can see, it doesn't dip below 52, 55, 52. Not bad at all. There will be controller support at some point, yeah, but that is not on the list of priorities at all, as far as I know. Yeah, it's out. That's why I called my stream It's Nearly On Us. It's out in 2 days, guys. Calm down. Not out yet. Okay, phone break test. Nope. 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 No damage, no bone break. Nope. Whoa. That was a rubber band and a half. Okay, 50 fridges with 100 Norwegian. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. 50 fridges for the win. Why Norwegian? Because I'm Norwegian. And 50 fridges might be too. $100 richer. Uh-huh. Yeah, indeed. You mean $100 less for? $100 less starving. I really appreciate it. Really, honestly, every little bit helps. keep in mind, guys, UI is hardly the priority, and anything that matters, everything that matters to them is to just get this damn thing out. UI is anything but important. I would consider everything you see, I mean, literally everything you see, I would consider work in progress. Everything here is subject to change. Because it is early access, and they said back in, what was it, the middle of May or something? He said that the original goal was to get the first release out back in April. April came and went, no release happened, and that's why everything on essential, not able to release it all. It was just but no work was done on anything non-essential after the middle of May. Do I think it's an auto so far? It's an awesome dinosaur, but I am terrible at using it. I do not know how to actually effectively fight anything as a Tonto. It looks badass, and it sounds badass, and it feels badass when you play. I'm a fan. Robot mode? What? Oh, Mike was lagging. Yeah, my internet sucks. So, sorry. There's not really anything I can do about that. My internet is bullshit. Yeah, that's right, Joe. Day after tomorrow, though. Day after tomorrow. There are 29 people in here right now. And notice this number. All the naysayers. 29 out of 100. I'm hoping they keep this number, because it is probably necessary. Breathe more heavily when running out of stamina? Yeah, definitely. They absolutely do. Yeah, Dante said he thought the number was going to be 50. I don't know what's going on here, but that ain't 50. Dante said every 12 to 24 hours we'd likely see something new, but he said push to the Evrima branch. I don't know if he meant the internal branch or if he meant the public branch. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. I wouldn't hold my breath, to be honest. Don't get your hopes up, because if he was talking about the internal branch, it's utterly irrelevant to the public. Contact Raiders playing on a bigger map than you guys are getting? Not as far as I can remember. I think it's the same size. I don't know, to be honest. I've been kind of drowning in work, and when I haven't been at work, I've either been eating, sleeping, or editing streams. That's all I've been doing for the last 2 weeks or something. I don't really know, to be honest. Sorry. The only reason I'm is because I live in a new apartment next to this young woman. I don't know who that is. But I can tell you this much. No, the reason I'm broke is because my last job sucked. We're slowly working me to death, more or less. Stuff like that, at least. And it was not worth it at all. How's combat? You're about this. Seriously? You guys again? Well, here goes nothing. How's combat? Much better than current game at least. It's actually registered, and you don't get bitten from 2 miles away. You don't get sniped, and look at that! It's a pteranodon. I don't know if you can see it on screen because it's kinda far away. There it is. I bet it's the M4. Oh shit. I feel like that's probably not something I want to mess with. Too small. I'm too young to die. See that pteranodon flying around there. Whoever that might be. I see. Those Tenantos are smart in any way. They be waiting in an ambush for me. Mine? No, Chris, it's not out. Not yet. It's out on the 18th, I think it is. Yes, you puke if you eat too much, and then you lose part of your food and water cap. And I think you also lose some stamina or something. I can't remember. Hide my ashes from the big evil Tenantos that were flying and one-shotting things. Look at them. But I broke it. Can you run with a body? Or did I just get that much bigger all of a sudden? Oh, there we go. Cute. Hooray! Have fun. Yeah, apparently I kind of broke it though. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to sprint like this with a body in your mouth either. Yeah, that's possible, Andy. That's possible. Hey! Oh, I guess there was no more food left. These guys get a look cool with blood all over them. I do have the max volume, yeah. But my voice is kind of cracking up, and I'm tired as shit, and it's closing in on midnight, and I'm wall to wall with my 6-year-old daughter. So yeah, I'm not gonna push my voice too hard. I don't know what it is. It might just be the growth stage or something, but this is supposed to be walking. It's too fast. It's not moving too fast, it just looks like it's playing the animation too fast. Feels like those old World War I and World War II fast motion videos. Something like that. 91.5 kilometers an hour. It is fast. Is it that fast though? Why is everything so fast? Probably somewhat to do with the size of the maps. Maps are massive. Yeah, it might just be a bug with character screen too. 91 kilometers an hour. I don't know. That's fast. Yeah, I did it again. There we go. On the 18th, Rose. Day and a half from now. Ish. The new combat system isn't completed yet? Well, practically nothing is completed yet. Basically, nothing is done. Or nothing is final. What are you even talking about, Martin Nashev? 2 years? 2 years since what? You mean since the start of the whole Rico thing? Because that's a year and... what, 3 months? They have apparently had to do this... rebuild the entire game thing 2.5 times since then. And like I said like a minute ago, nothing is final. This is just approaching what will release for you guys the day after tomorrow. And that is the very first release in a very long and arduous way of completing what they called the recode, or recode, a year ago. That's going to take a long time before the devs consider it actually completed. By then, they'll be leaving early access. Yeah, same up here in Norway, Salva. 11:25 or 11:22 according to my clock. Close enough. PC specs. I'm using an Intel i7 7770K processor, Kaby Lake or whatever it was called. An old 1080 Ti, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, or was it DDR5? Can't remember. Something like that. It was close to the top of the line back in 2017. So it's not NASA supercomputer specs, but it's not poster material either. Nobody knows, Antilla. We don't know. Felipe thinks that the first new playable to be added after the release is going to be the Dryo, and Dante mentioned that he wants the Trike added as an AI along with the Dryo, because people won't know how to handle a Trike, so they'll just end up killing themselves. GTX 750, well, Paradigm has made a point out of highlighting one of the QA members' specs. It was a Phenom 2 processor that should have been retired in 2009. Your 1050 will do just fine. Same with your 960. It'll do fine. If you can run the game, if you can run the current game, this actually runs at 20 to 30% better than the current game, as far as I can remember. So as long as you can launch the damn thing, you'll be fine. You'll still be able to play. Ooh, cool. My detail color is starting to come through. Starting to be more apparent that I'm playing a male Utah. According to this, I'm female. In progress. Oh shit! Look what I found. I don't know if any of you guys have actually seen my zombie stream summary thingamajig, but look what I just found. A couple of weeks ago, there was a freaking damn super scroll rolling all over these rocks. Yeah, cool. The log is here. The game did not like me shoving my Utah under the surface. audio delay? Okay. How delayed is this? On my screen, that's about half a second. Yeah, look at this. 5 or 10 minutes ago or something, it was 91.5. I think none of this should probably be taken very seriously at all. God. What? I put everything on cinematic. Special attack of the Dinosaurus? Well, we don't know because nothing has been said. But the assumption is that you can death roll the thing. You can grab them, pull them under the water, and start rolling to rip chunks out of it, like real crocodiles actually do. Okay. Apparently, the game doesn't know that this is water. Oh, here it comes. Oh. Weird. $50 fridges with another 100 Norwegian. Fuck, these paychecks ain't good for me, but it's 100% worth it. Well, thank you so much, man. I really don't know what to say. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I'll try to put them to fornuftig bruk, to put it away. I don't even know how to express that in English. Reasonable usage? Nah. Smart usage? Either way, thank you so much, man. It really means a lot. Will not 50 fridges. Se deg neste gang. Ferie på hyra. Don't spend it all in one place. I'll catch you next time, 50. Something tells me this area is a work in progress. Oh. Ah, this ain't water. Oh, no. Is it? Is this water? Okay, I just have to. I'm gonna have to try to pound Sim up. And run off. Okay, I'm gonna steal their food first. Then I'm gonna pound Sim out. Then I'm gonna run the fuck off. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there you go. Here's an adult Tenanto. Pounce Oprah. Alright. See what I can do. The tags remain up. I can easily do it. I don't know if they're moving towards or away from me. Close enough to hear them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm big enough to pounce. Come on, guys, be loud again. My job easy. Oh. Okay, who do I pounce? Who do I pounce? Oprah or Simo? I need a decision gown. For some reason, Simo is gone. I'm seeing a lot of Simo here. And Simo's back. You're a little bit away from me. Somebody's low on stam. Probably okay. Damn it! I can't bounce! Fuck! My plan is foiled! I feel like I'm about to come from death. Bigger. 60% or something. Whoa! What the hell was up with that? I heard this. Okay. Full adult. No, these are not the same guys that killed me as a Tenanto. This is a different bunch. This, what was it? Tea Time Jeff and a couple others. House down. Up two. Just not big enough house yet, apparently. Oh. Okay. Gonna need to put some water. And there's a full adult. Getting there. Slowly but surely. What? Homophobe. Gonna have to scroll up. And yeah, apparently I do need to get some moderators. Um, hmm. For some reason I can't really see anything since I haven't scrolled up far enough. Bro, already, Sticky Utah. That's the specialty right there. The server needs to restart or something. All the water just feels. Yes. Camera DLC for Intel 10. Spicy food. How's that? Yeah, so it needs a and this might possibly be a June Tenante. What the fuck is going on here? I'll feel bad for him now. Asking for it. So, this is an adult tonight. Yeah, the sound is delayed. Probably because my internet is worse. That's my guess anyways. Well, the new update is simplistic. It's very, very basic, but in my opinion, it's still far more enjoyable to play than the current game ever was. Because despite bugs and glitches and weird things happening, it just it just hasn't gotten to that point where it's so annoying that you just don't want to play it anymore. Yes, we can carry bodies. I can see if I can find that Tonato again. See if I can drag it, but I think he's probably heavier than me, so I probably won't be able to move him. Do that. There you are. Oh, come on. I can't. Okay. Apparently. Okay. Here, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Bye-bye. Seriously, knock the stupid homophobe bullshit off. Final warning. One more time with that dumbass bullshit and you're out. I don't have any mods, so I'm gonna have to get annoyed. How soon do I think sexual dimorphism will come? Well, it's completely and utterly fake candy. It has no practical effects on gameplay at all. It's just eye candy. So it'll be a while, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a while. Yes, the screen blurs as part of getting the UI up. That is intended. Oh, that's not me being angry either. I'm just tired. That's all. I'm tired and dehydrated. Despite having drunk like 3.5 liters of water today. There's. Oh. Nope. 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 Now the server. I'm pretty sure the server needs a restart because it's acting interesting. Still no bounce. Come on. To be honest, day-night cycle. As small features go, day-night cycle. As far as big mechanics go, flying and diving, swimming, underwater. Anything aquatic. What company? I doubt you know them. It's, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's an agriculture chain of stores spread all over the country that also has some, I think they've got like state subsidiary contracts where they help make and produce, store, and distribute supplies for the national agricultural programs and stuff. Kind of hard to explain, as I don't really even fully understand it in Norwegian. So I don't really know how to convey it in English either. Seriously? Ja, Felleskjøpet. Felleskjøpet Agri. Det sier jeg nå. Ja, Felleskjøpet, helt riktig. That's right. I don't know how to... I have no idea how to describe them in English. So, sorry. I don't even know for sure if there are any equivalents anywhere else. Yeah. When I see names, it's because other dinos of my... Sorry. Other dinos of my species use their vocals. If they don't do that, they're invisible. Hello, no water? If they don't do that, then I can't see where they are. But if they do, I can see them from within a certain range. And podcast, if you hold the one key, kind of do the power broadcast, so to speak. When you do that, that's when you get the furthest visual range from those name tags. Almost pulls out. Ow. No. Doesn't wanna. No, I'm not Swedish. I'm Norwegian. hear this, but I want to pounce. Come on. They would be so nice. Leaning and, well, leaning, you say, while running? Sliding? Oh, what the? Shitty internet. You mean sliding and... What was it you said? Sliding and... skidding? I don't know. Well, it's not quite as extreme and pronounced as it was, where it felt like you were on a soapbox or something like that. But it's still possible, and leaning into your turns like any animal or humans do, and turning while running, it's already in. It's part of the animation. Gaming news, one warning. That's all I'm gonna say. One warning. I do not have the patience for stupid shit like that. Yeah, Little Miss Cannibal, I kind of agree, but also I kinda don't really. I mean, there should be some way to identify, but adjusting pitch to do so, I don't know, if you give too much freedom with that, you're gonna end up with the same stupid shit you have with the body customization in Orange. You get those freaks of nature creations that people do because, oh, it's so funny. And I hate it. You're probably gonna get people that want their T-Rex to sound like it's inhaled 50 gallons of helium or something, and it's just gonna sound stupid. I would want some kind of customization, but you've got to be careful with the amount of customization. How long I've been covering the Isle? I think I uploaded my first The Isle Discord news video end of August last year, start of September. It's closing in on a year. First played it back in March of 2016 when I bought it originally. I uninstalled during one of those hectic, feverish periods where there were 5 several gigabyte patches every other day because it pissed me off because my internet has never been good. So I uninstalled it, left it for a while, reinstalled it, played a while, uninstalled again because it's the same stupid fucking issue. Reinstalled again, and it's been on and off for years. But I don't know, late summer 2018 is when I reinstalled it, and I haven't uninstalled it since because it had actually gotten to a point where it was managing to keep hold of my attention. Didn't get too boring and too stale like it did before, because those Region 2 and AE001 and all that old shit that people claim is so fantastic and it's so much better than the current game and all sorts of shit like that. I feel like that's just nostalgia talk, to be honest. That might be just me. Just never. I've always seen that the Isle has had incredible potential, but it has been so incredibly far away from realizing its potential. And part of it was that they patched and patched and fixed the fixes, and then had to hot fix the fix for the fix for the fix for the patch that originally was supposed to add pouncing, but instead ended up having to take another dino out because pouncing broke it, and then that dino came back in, and then pouncing was out, and God, I hated that incompetent mess. It was just frustrating to have to deal with. So, seeing that devs have put all of this together 2.5 times now, according to Dondi, and things are looking like they have several competent programmers with one, or not one, but several set goals for them that they are actually trying to do. I don't see how anything currently in development that hasn't revealed to the public anyways. Nothing's how hope for competition versus this game. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, but I'm feeling very, very good. I mean, despite how rough this is and how simple and basic, I mean, there's no IK. Swimming breaks half the time, probably because the server has been running for 25,299 seconds, whatever it is. And my tab menu doesn't even work anymore. Well, things break, but they have gotten rid of all of the old Deathly code. And everything even remotely connected to Deathly has been removed from the game. They're starting over with, but what they started over with blank slates, and it can only go up from here because now they have programmers who are certifiable good programmers who don't just half-ass things with blueprints until it works-ish and then just post stuff just because it looks impressive to be posting a new patch or new updates every so often instead of making sure that things actually work. There's an organized QA team under Hypno's lead, and there are more artists. There's a dedicated AI programmer. Things are... I'm excited as fuck. Finally gonna realize its potential. It's gonna take some time because it's done. But even this mess, even this simplistic basic shit here, is better than the current game, in my opinion. Only 2 playables. Wah. I don't care. It's 2 playables that actually feel distinct from each other and feel good to play. That's 2 more than the current game, in my opinion. this is really looking up. And I'm optimistic about where this is going to go. Yeah, that's right. I will link Amarok. I don't know if it's Amarok or a rock. As in, I am a rock. I don't know. Not sure. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but Amarok is how he spells it. My thoughts on Minnie and Kentro? Kentro is going to be cool. I like Stegosaurians. Minnie? It's semi-aquatic, so I'm kind of... It's mandatory for me to like it. It's also an ankylosaurid, or whatever it's called. Not sure. The whole semi-aquatic-ish. That's something I like. We'll see. Oh, my internet is claiming that I'm offline. So I'm probably lagging like a son of a bitch. And yeah, Salva, I know. People can cut and edit and do whatever they want, so I'm gonna publish this stream in its entirety so people can hear it for themselves, and if people want to try to pick a fight with me over something stupid, they can go right ahead. I don't care. I'm too tired to care. What about Fish AI? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm still here. It's just my internet sucks. Completely aquatic map? I don't know. Fully aquatic or marine dinosaurs? Probably at some point. A fully aquatic map, though? How do you populate that? How do you make an entire map the size of something like this? I mean, we're locked into just a small part of Spiro in this build. And I've been running around for, what is it, 2 hours? 2.5 hours or something? I've been running around like a moron, and I still have only seen the ocean once, I think? No, twice. I started at the ocean, and I found the ocean again later. But it's a massive area. How do you make an underwater scene or an underwater map this big and make it be interesting? I would love for them to be able to do it, but I don't know how they would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this map is bigger than V3, yeah. 4 by 4 square kilometers larger than V3, I think. This one is 20 by 20 kilometers squared, and V3 was 16 by 16 squared. As far as I can remember. Big Rock? No. I tried to do that as a Tenanto, but I stumbled into 2 or 3 Utahs that were about my size, so I ran off. Fastest dino? That will probably be the Carnotaurus. Hard to tell because anything balance is constantly going to be changing in order to make things actually work, so it's hard to tell, or hard to predict. Status of Alpha? I don't know if that's gonna be much of a status, to be honest. Group leader? Sure, but status? How do you implement status? Ranking system, sure, but status? What does that mean? Fully grown Utah, 67.3 kilometers an hour according to this, but it also claimed that this thing being a third of the size it is now was 91 kilometers an hour, and that's, yeah. I think it's to be thrusted. Thursday? I don't know, Salva. All I saw was something about the 18th. Here's the fuck. You think I can pounce? Oh, if I had any stam, we could test that. But yeah, I should be able to. If not, I'm gonna go cry to somebody about starting the server over. Because then something is broken. I can do the stupid catapult jump. Oh, they fixed it. Ambush run? No. Not in this build, anyways. Agreed, Salva. Night should be spooky. And Gandhi said that he wants his horror-esque Twilight Mist or Twilight Fog back or something. Oh fuck, somebody's day up? Yeah. I just want to get that damn big rock first. See what happens. Enjoying the game, to be honest. Jesus. Enjoying the game, to be honest. There's still a bunch of bugs and shit, but in my opinion, this is still better than the current game. Just feels better to play. Even though we are... I can't check since tab is broken. But, I think we were 29 out of 100 people on the server. And even then, it's still more enjoyable and feels more alive than V3 does, even with 150 people. If there's anything going on in any big server nowadays, or the last year, it's all meta Everybody hiding in little crooks and crannies. Nobody using any vocals or anything like that other than as bait. Everything just being a barren wasteland. And that does not make for a good game. Yeah, V3 it does feel empty. Okay, out you go, Jackrat. Jesus, I don't even know how to remove people. And there we go. When does Evrima get out? Well, 18th is what I can remember seeing, and a lot of other people have said 18th too. So, unless I'm completely mistaken, it should be out sometime on Thursday. Yeah. I want. Oh! It's right there! That's good. I'm gonna go and see if I can find somebody to pounce, and then I'm going to bed because I am delirious. How big was the update? I'm the wrong person to ask about that. I have no idea. Jesus, that stam recovery is good compared to the current game. Might not be faster than the current game, but got way more increments than the current game, so it looks like it's a lot faster. Hmm. There's gotta be somebody else somewhere. Right? I'm using an Audio Technica. Where's the Audio Technica ATR 2500 USB. That's what I'm using. I think I paid 75, 70, 75 for mine. Yeah, 70 or $75 is what I paid for mine, and mine works fine for my usage. At least it's a tad low, but other than that, quality is decent enough. Winds and, well, we already know the lightning is going to make a return, but if it's going to have an impact on us as players, well, maybe? I don't know. Might be cool, it depends entirely on what you do with it. But heavy winds and turbulence for Pteranodon to make it difficult to fly and difficult to land and stuff like that, I would love it. I want as much as possible of that stuff, because I want Pteranodon to be much more about flying than, well, hunting or fighting. I want fire to be about flying, not trying to abuse your speed to hunt hatchlings and shit like that. That's just boy. Just creates negativity by pissing people off needlessly, and it's got very little entertaining value outside of knowing that you killed somebody who just spawned in as a dinosaur. Okay, if you prefer Path of Titans, have fun. Go right ahead. There needs to be somebody here for me to bounce, so I can either kill them and log off, or die and say goodnight. Counter Pteranodon? Well, it could easily be done by not having an attack while you're flying. Because having an attack while they're flying and not having talons is kind of stupid in my opinion anyways. Fighting something while moving at something like 60 or 70 kilometers an hour, that's a nice way to break your neck. In my opinion, making sure Pteranodon is not OP is that it's a kite. It's a toy kite made out of living, breathing animal. I think it's 25 35. 35 to 90 kilograms of living toy kite. Made out of thin membranes, some flying muscles, and hollow bone. That should not be a creature made for fighting. Dante made a point out of people theory crafting combat for a fragile aerial creature that will die in any kind of combat. And then facepalm emote or something? They're not making Pteranodon for its ability to be everywhere in a very short amount of time to put damage out. That's not what Pteranodon is going to do. It's not as far as they've told us. Quetzal being an anti-air, or any prehistoric flyer being anti-air, is stupid unless it's related directly to an eagle or falcon or something like that. It needs talons. Quetzal doesn't have that. Pteranodon doesn't have that. Epantactylus doesn't have that. I mean, you could maybe justify it with Pelagornis, because it's got rows and rows of possibly sharp teeth, but other than that, no. Flyers, in my opinion, flyers shouldn't be hunting other flyers, because even if you find and manage to kill a flyer, you still have put on a hell of an aerial dogfight show for everyone on the ground to see. So all the 67.3 kilometer an hour Utahs will be racing for whoever lost the fight. So when your Quetzal finally gets down to ground, gets to land near its kill to try to eat it, chances are it's going to be swarming with Trudons or Utahs or stuff it has no business really fighting. Will a Ketz be able to fight a Utah? Realistically, it shouldn't. Not really. Not if the Utah knows it's coming, because Utah is more agile on the ground, and Quetzal trying to spike something while flying, that's also a very good recipe for breaking your neck. Because a Utah is 700.999 kilograms as it is. I mean, picking up 0.7 of a ton when your Quetzal weighs maximum estimated of 260 kilograms or something? It just doesn't work. It'll just be stupid. Grab it with its massive beak? What? Yeah, Ketz is massive. It's big, but it's still built like a fucking toy kite. Yeah, but how are you gonna hit something? I mean, okay, look at it from aircraft perspectives. The challenge of shooting anything out of the sky as a fighter pilot during World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, whatever. Anything before they had electronically aided and guided munitions like missiles and just heat-seeking missiles and IR-guided missiles and shit like that. The challenge of shooting anything out of the sky is that you are moving at 150 miles an hour, say. And not only are you moving at 150 miles an hour, but your target is also moving at 150 miles an hour. So you have closing speeds, you have deflection, you have all sorts of shit. You have to be... You have to have a lot of training and a lot of certification and a lot of skill to be able to place your ammunition where it actually does anything at all. The same is true of a bird striking another bird, or a flyer striking another flyer in the sky. It just has to get even closer, so you have to have even more precise calculations and precise movements and everything like that. Trying to hit and trying to grab and hit a pteranodon, which is less than half the size of a Quetzal, out of the sky while they're both flying? How are you going to do that? No. I don't see how you would be able to do that without one wiping the floor with the other. Because one's entire reason for existing would be to wipe the floor with the other. And that does not lead to good gameplay for either. Used to play War Thunder. I don't have the time anymore. I wish I did, but I don't. Simply too much stuff to do. But yeah, in my opinion, flyers should be focusing on interacting with stuff on the ground. They should pose a threat to each other, and they shouldn't just mix pack and do whatever and ignore each other. But their design should not revolve around the flyers fighting each other, because none of them have the anatomy to do that. I mean, Quetzal claws are not designed to grab anything. Pteranodon claws are not designed to grab anything. I mean, Quetzal having a big beak does not mean that 35 to 90 kilograms of weight suddenly jolting its neck vertebra. No, big beak does not mean that it can just grab anything it wants that is smaller than it, because anatomy. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense for Quetzal to fly around hunting other flyers in the air. If they're on the ground and have no idea that the Quetzal is coming, then fine. But Quetzal is a ground hunter. It doesn't hunt in the air. It walks around on all four, on the ground. It pecks shit to death, but is unable to run away fast enough. Like babies, hatchlings, eggs. Things that are already dead and can't move away. Bit like that, but even a Utah should be a big concern to a Quetzal, because I mean, look at those cute little sickle claws there. A pair of those tearing into a wing, that would make your Quetzal unable to fly. And a Quetzal unable to fly is kind of boned. If anything bigger than Utah comes along and, oh hey, free food. Because fine, Quetzal is big, but it's still built like a fucking toy kite. Hollow bones, thin membranes. That's it. Big, but it doesn't weigh anything. It's the size of a giraffe, but it weighs... Well, no offense to the Americans, but just as a meme. It's the size of a giraffe, but it weighs about the same as the stereotypical American from a European's perspective. If that makes any sense at all. I mean, it's huge, but compared to its size, it's a featherweight. And now that I've been watching chat and just talking, I don't know if these guys saw me. Okay, do I pounce some of my fellow Utahs? Do I just ruin their day? Well, Simo's there. I talked about pouncing him. I'm gonna pounce Simo. Figure out which one he is. Thanks, down. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry the hell up. Oh, I still don't know who Simo is. Simo the adult? Is that the case? Nah, I don't think they die from one single pounce. Yeah, pounce the big one, then run off and fight the small ones if I can find them. Something like that. Okay, Oprah is small and bouncy. For some reason, it was small. Oh, big one is Simo. Now we know. Still. I don't want to miss. Turn all your stamps so I can pounce you. So typical. Why can't I even sniff? Why? Oh. Yeah, okay, that's why I couldn't sniff. Server crashed. Somebody did something smart. Oh, ow. I'm gonna go get myself something to drink, and then I'm going to go to bed. I've been up for 44 minutes longer than I should have been. And I've got work in the morning. So, once again, 50 for each. Thank you for the 100 Norwegian donations, and thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I don't know when I'm done working tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to do some streaming or something then too. I'll just have to see what I end up doing. So, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.